can actually just go ahead and just pivot away. Just be slow there. There you go. Good enough. Keep the angle more like this because you gotta remember that.
Yeah.
That swim grid's gonna
too far forward.
The good news is it's just aluminum pipe back there, so you, it's probably gonna do more damage to the dock than you are the boat.
That's really good to know.
Yep.
Okay. Enough space away. No, wrong direction. The wind is going to carry us on this, huh?
Yep.
Okay.
It just means you're gonna have to give it more throttle. That's all.
Okay.
So you're just in reverse right now. There you go. Dial's already pointed that way, so might as well just keep going. There you go.
Too much. A bit too much.
We're gonna leave the bunkers out for the trip.
Are you gonna try to dock again, or?
Yeah, let's do one
okay.
more. Yeah.
Well, shoot, I think I'll leave them out.
Yeah. Might as well, right?
Yes.
I'll just go down and spin around the same way. Does to it when it's sideways.
Now you can see your stern.
Yeah, it catches the wind pretty quick. situation where you could still.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Now you want to try the joystick? See how much easier life is?
Yeah, why not? Just hit
Yeah.
so
You hit docking?
docking.
Yeah. So you're just gonna.
Oh fuck yeah, that's cool. It's
Move you 4 feet from the dock and then you can turn out.
yeah, but I need this is I love what we're doing right now. I want to know how to do it with the. And this would be a.
Yep.
I want to go that way.
Right.
So I need to. Okay. Take it out.
Yeah, and as soon as you hit the binnacles, it'll take docking out for you.
Okay. And that's what I want. Is that? Where's that swim grid? Oh, hey! I didn't know you could do that. That's great. There's a camera back there.
Oh, that's
too.
what I was telling you. You could see your
I
stern
didn't-
back there.
I didn't realize that. That's
No, you
great.
were busy.
Sweating up here. All right. That's cool.
You can see you're actually now giving it more reverse. It actually spins. But if you leave them both in gear, it's going to want to go forward and just slowly turn on you.
Some more reverse on the
Yeah, exactly.
port side.
All right. What do you think? Are we leaving the harbor?
It's up to you.
Just don't park it by the jetty.
Yeah.
So one thing we should probably try, just because it's nice and open, you can see it, and there's a little bit of wind, is come to a complete stop. So right up here, you can see the wind's kind of affecting us.
Uh-huh.
But I want to show you the dynamic positioning and how to use that and how
Oh,
accurate
okay.
it is.
Come to a stop up here in
Yep.
the center.
Exactly. Should be good.
Okay.
No, put it actually, you want to come to a stop.
We can stop first.
Yeah. So what happens, keep going. If you don't get it below 1 knot there,
Oh.
it's going to try to go back to where you hit the button.
Okay.
So now hit the button.
Now hit the button and we'll keep you
Yep,
right here.
yep.
How much wind can that?
It's going to tell you. Yeah, it will tell you. It's probably about, I don't know, 10 to 15 knots.
That much?
Yeah,
And it'll hold you.
yeah.
Is this giving us the wind, the actual wind reading?
No, that's just your position.
That's, oh, okay.
Yeah. But it's reading it. And if you watch it, it's adjusting from that.
That's really cool. So is that something? How much time do you have in between switching between? So like your position hold and docking.
It's instant. So as soon as you tell it, you can actually hear the drives because they do different things. It's same things if you were to hit this vehicle right now and just turn it off.
Okay.
So
And that's your get out of jail for free anytime you need to make
yeah,
this.
exactly.
Okay.
So it would help too if you're starting to stage yourself outside your
Yep.
mooring. And
Yeah,
then
it's
come in straight.
exactly what I was thinking.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What I wanted to point out though is it's only, I think it's 10 meters, so you need to have enough room because it's going to move slightly a little bit.
Okay.
It's not going to keep you right here.
Which is not enough in
Yeah,
that little marina.
exactly.
Actually.
So what I use this for is when I'm by myself. It wouldn't be in this situation. I just wanted to put you in a confine so you can see that it does move slightly a little bit. There's not enough wind today. It's not moving enough, but it will slightly move on a windier day. So, for example, we need to get the fenders out, right? So, for you,
Now
just
I
make
think-
sure you don't touch these. You can
Yeah.
actually reach over and just grab that one up. So you don't actually have to go up on the bow of the boat. absolutely. My wheel was a good slug.
Where was it? Oh, shoot. Okay.
Yeah, I couldn't figure it out the first time either.
Well, I'm still in the T&Ds and switching over to GPS.
Okay. What's that? No?
No. You have to either hit the button or put one in here.
Oh, to get it to come out.
Right.
Even if, so what I was trying to do, I wanted to pull up
I haven't gone there yet.
just a different screen for,
Yeah, I
For
think while it's
navigation.
on.
it won't do it.
Yeah, it won't do it.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, you got to shower.
Yeah, see,
Toilet.
deactivate.
Gotcha. Okay, and then you can
Yep.
And then,
So the
Sure. So here we go.
church.
I'm gonna come up in San Juan.
where, Dolphins.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, I see where we are. Got it. All right, you guys ready?
We're ready.
Let's go forward.
We are ready.
Is there a way to get depth on another screen, or at least on the same? It's gotta go home. That makes sense.
Steering's pretty rigid, isn't it?
Oh my god, it's incredible. Well, the problem is that it's so smooth that you end up oversteering. Or at least I am.
That's because you're used to steering outboards.
Well, I think I'm used to oversteering to begin with, and now it just makes it easier.
I didn't say that.
I'm working on it. And this is, did I remember that right? Is it a 30-inch draft or a 36?
I would call it 36 inch. It could probably float in 30 inches of water, but you need that extra 6 inches for the outrights.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't want to get it in less than 4 anyway, but.
Yep.
You were talking to, or I think you sent a note about when we get out further, planing, how to, you have a way to, an easy planing or something you were saying?
These guys might have programs how to help with the trim, but I'd rather you learn how to actually what
Right.
it does. So
That's what we've been doing.
Yeah.
The other one.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just have to follow your buoys.
Oh yeah, where are we at? 160.
Yeah.
We're in the green zone.
yeah. So they came up the temperature close to it while we were doing all that docking. So. Yeah, there's just some RPMs where
Totally.
Yeah.
Same thing happens at the car roof racks.
it's the bug screens. You're never gonna be anywhere there's bugs. I would just get rid of them.
Yeah. My wife is a mosquito attracted.
Okay.
We gotta
Well,
keep it
we'll
on there.
leave 'em.
She'll die. Carry her off in the middle of the
Yeah,
night.
From growing up on the East Coast, I haven't found anywhere that actually has real mosquitoes. I think if you go up into Alaska at the right time of year, maybe, but not in these parts.
They're pretty bad on the East Coast?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And Alaska.
Yeah, in Alaska.
Well, that
Around here.
Alaskan cruise you were talking about, I don't know about that.
I said there are bug nets, babe.
I know.
No, they're not as bad as the grizzlies.
So we'll show you while we're getting out of here. One thing that I've started to rely on is going right in here, I believe.
Yeah.
So I figured out where we're going, So if I gauge the autopilot right now, I'll actually drive the whole boat along this paint line.
Can you, if you do that, can you still adjust throttle while it's doing
Yep.
that?
Yeah, you're still in
Okay.
control of the throttle, but it will do all the steering for you.
That's almost too easy. Dangerous if you're
So,
not paying
well,
attention.
that's
what it is.
exactly it. Is you can just walk away. That's,
Where we're at on the Oregon coast, we have a lot of logs that are floating around out there, so you gotta be watching where you're going. Your head's gotta be on a swivel.
yeah, crab pots, logs. And I'm unfamiliar, but I think we're in.
Yeah, I think you're good. I mean, you can see by the shading, so.
I don't know about the explosives anchorage area.
Yeah, I think it's going that straight line because you gotta go around that point up there. So.
And we're going around. Yeah, okay. It's going to be around that. Huh?
Correct.
Cool. Well, you guys want to get on plane?
Yep. So what again, if you remember, I said take it up to about 2,000 RPMs. Once you get there, literally just, slowly, but go all the way to wide open throttle.
Okay.
It's less wear and tear on the propulsion. And then once you feel it up on plane, then you pull it back. Doing the very slow up on plane, you're actually putting more load and more wear and tear on that whole system instead of just popping it up on planes.
Okay. And you're just hydrostatic forces underneath the ripping
exactly.
at you.
Yep.
So
Yep.
slowly, what's slow? I have a problem with
So go up to 2,000.
Okay. Just get it there.
Yep. There you go.
And then
Yep. So I'd actually go going up to about 3,000, 3,100. Now in your feet, once you're up right around there, that's usually between 3050 and 3150 is where this boat's more economically efficient
okay.
on a per nautical mile basis. Now you should feel just a little bit of vibration in your feet. Hit that trim button, and it's gonna pop up here.
You're gonna trim up.
Yep, trim up. Yeah, let's actually go back down. Right around 0. There you go. So what happened was when we were using the joystick, it
Yeah.
actually puts trim into the boat. So that's why it actually took quite a long time for it to hop on plane.
Oh.
The more trim the more we get those props in the water, the faster it jumps up on plane.
Gotcha.
So different from your other.
Yeah. Is there do you ever recommend, obviously it's sea conditions dependent, sea condition dependent, but optimum trim conditions like this?
Yeah, so basically between -1 and +1 is where the boat is the most happy. And really what we're finding there is the outdrive is basically parallel with the bottom of the boat. If you keep going up, now you're going to bring the bow up. If you go farther into the minus, you're actually going to bring the bow down. Put more hull in the water, so now you have more resistance. And also you're putting negative trim into the powertrain. So usually around -1 to +1 is the sweet spot.
many clicks are on that?
It's got an indicator. So
Oh yeah. Okay. Awesome. That's just a little
Angle
bit.
indicator.
Yeah. And that's your continues to give you that rudder indicator.
Yes. Knowing you when you're going slow.
Yeah.
Start now.
I hope so. do it with a car.
So it's locked. Now, if you see a log, you can grab it and take over.
Okay.
And then you can set it to what you want to do after it does it. I believe right now this boat's set. So if you see a log, we'll let it get on the line and get figured out there. So it's pretty much on the line now. If I see something, I take over. It's going to let you go off. See how it says shadow drive? Now if I stop moving it for a while, I believe it's just going to hold the course. So it's just going to hold this heading, but you can re-engage it.
I see.
So it's holding the new heading.
It's just going to hold that heading until you re-engage.
Okay.
Now it's going to go back to the line. See, now it says follow route.
Or you're gonna get lazy.
I know.
So a couple other things. This magenta line, I don't want to go there anymore. You hit the stop sign, that would go away, and this would go back to just a heading pole.
Okay.
Now you still have to watch this. You can see there's a buoy coming up. Look how close.
It's
sometimes
very close.
it's going to get you very close. Now I can go in there and say, hey, I want to adjust this path. It's going to go back to heading hole and say I don't like it. That's okay. I'm going to bring the line over here.
Ah, there you go. All right.
Resume navigation.
Safely.
Re-gauge autopilot.
Check this out. All right. That's cool. That's really cool.
Just trying to show you all these little different things.
There's so much.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we were talking. This Navy craft has a whole new suite of everything compared to what it used to be. This is different.
I showed you if you grab the wheel, eventually it goes back to heading hole. Let's say you want to get rid of autopilot completely. On all the displays, you see this green standby. That turns the autopilot off.
Okay.
So at any point, you just hit that button and you're back in control 100%. If you just move the wheel, it's going to let you steal for a while, and it'll go back to heading hole.
All the houses. Right along the
I thought you said owls.
Oh, no.
I've been looking at. I've been looking at the houses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you see this yellow,
Yeah. Is that a
3 knots, 0.3 knots going this way.
That's your current.
Yep.
Okay. And is just curious, any does AIS pop on this? On
Right
that?
now, the boat does not have AIS.
Oh, okay.
I have it with me though.
Okay.
We have a couple of pulls. We can take these 4 screws out. It's literally plug and play. The reason why it's not installed is we were waiting for the new owner to get his FAA or whatever.
Oh,
where
right.
we have to go. 'Cause in Canada, it's super easy for us.
Right.
Down here, not so much. And
Right.
literally, he didn't own it long enough. He said, I'm going to sell the boat. So there's no point in programming it. So when we get to the dock, I'll show you all that stuff. But
Yeah.
just spin up here and see it.
Here we go.
You've got him as a target there. Probably just want to veer off of him a little bit.
Whoa, that was.
Oh yeah, it's very responsive. So see, now it's saying that I've acquired him. Hey, you're getting pretty close.
Yeah. Okay.
And once you put the AIS in, you would have seen him probably a long time. He's got AIS.
I one thing I really love with
Yep.
our setup.
Yeah, once you get the MMSI number, get that program, literally in the boat set up on the connection, just plugs in.
I can do that. That's
Yep.
no problem.
So see, now you
Get
can
engaged.
set it hold. If you hit engage, it go back to the magenta line.
Oh, because it's in the. Okay. Ready? That was a little harder than it needed to be. like it's based on the RPM because your whole speed is going to depend on what's
Right.
on the bottom.
So basically, you can keep this plane, boat on plane around 22 knots.
Oh,
And it's going to
okay.
be about the same efficiency. So if it gets, a little rough route, you can slow down to that. But we always just look at it on a per mile basis. What is the most efficient way to burn that fuel? And that just comes from the commercial side of our business. How fast can I get those guys to the work site, right? But this whole form is usually pretty good down to about 22 knots.
Okay.
And it's going to burn about the same amount of fuel. It's just going to take you longer to get there.
I like
Another
these.
way, edit into it a little bit. Go ahead. Hit the center button on the top.
Center button.
Yep.
On the trim tab?
Yep. This one button. Yep. You're going to bring those trim tabs down.
I know.
Keep hitting it until you see both lights come about halfway down.
Keep forgetting the middle stick.
Oh, this will be both at the same time?
Yep.
Okay. That's
And
just,
now just turn it back this way because now that we went over there, all I'm trying to do is get a little bit more of the bow of the water just to give it a little bit nicer ride. There we go.
so you can keep it in autopilot, or you just sit over here and mess with the trim tabs the
Pretty
whole
much,
trip.
yeah.
That makes,
Gives you something to do.
yeah. I like these seats too.
If you remember, if you go on the back side of that volume control, the top right should say cruise control.
Yeah.
Hit that. So now if you go to the middle button of that medical, you can control the speed. Put your hands.
Oh, right. Is it because I slowed down? I don't think so. I think it's just a little rougher.
Yeah, it's rough. It's definitely rougher. These are about 3.5, 4 footers.
Yep.
I see that. Thank you. See that?
Just because of this point right here. I think once you get past it, it'll be okay.
Yeah.
What was that?
I think it's just coming around this point right here.
Tori, how long did it take you for distance and time to drive it down here?
company. And,
Oh
you're-
yeah,
you
no,
just
this is
deliver
the
boats.
funnest
Really?
part. Absolutely, without a doubt. You know, I still get the emails like, while you're getting your luggage, hey, a welder that really wanted a job 2 weeks ago, yeah, he's quit already. So
Oh,
you know,
no.
there's those other things.
I
so
very
you know,
much understand that.
yeah, this side of it is a whole lot more fun. So, yeah.
That's funny. So, and we were talking before on the sea trial. Optimum range is sort of. I mean, it sounds like it's based on the RPM because your hull speed is going to depend on what's
Right.
on the bottom.
So basically, you can keep this plane, boat on plane, around 22 knots.
Oh,
And it's going to
okay.
be about the same efficiency. So if it gets, you know, a little rough route, you can slow down to that. But we always just look at it on a per nautical mile basis. What is the most efficient way to burn that fuel? And that just comes from the commercial side of our business. How fast can I get those guys to the work site, right? But you know, this whole form is usually pretty good down to about 22 knots.
Okay.
And it's going to burn about the same amount of fuel. It's just going to take you longer to get there.
I like
Another
these.
range. Headed into it a little bit. Go ahead. Hit the center button on the top.
Center button.
Yep.
On the trim tabs?
Yep. This stop button. Yep. You're going to bring those trim tabs down.
I know.
Keep hitting it until you see both lights come about halfway down.
Keep forgetting the middle stick.
Oh, this will be both at the same time?
Yep.
Okay. That's just.
And now just turn it back this way because now that we went over there, all I'm trying to do is get a little bit more of the bow of the water just to give it a little bit nicer ride. There we go.
So you can keep it in autopilot, but you just sit over here and mess with the trim tabs the
Pretty
whole
much,
trip.
yeah.
That makes.
Gives you something to do.
Yeah. I like these seats too.
If you remember, if you go on the back side of that volume control, the top right should say cruise control.
Yeah.
Hit that. So now if you go to the middle button of that medical, you can control the speed. Put your hand.
Oh, right. Is it because I slowed down? I don't think so. I think it's just a little rougher.
No, it's rough.
It's definitely rougher. These are about